Hi everyone, welcome back to the Property Finance Podcast, and today we're going to cover off another frequently asked question. So this little mini-series, if you like, is just basically covering off all of the questions that we get asked the most and hopefully save both yourself and myself some time by putting them in a little short podcast that you can come and have a listen to whenever you've got a question. So today I want to talk about speed versus price. So this is something that we get, again, a huge amount. So forever, clients will come to us, they'll go, right, I want the quickest possible deal. Or a client will come to us and they'll go, I want the cheapest possible deal. And it's like, right, okay, well, these are two very separate things. So if you want the quickest possible deal and you want it to go through in 2 or 3 weeks, so this is talking about bridging finance, development finance, you need it to go through the quickest anyone has ever seen a deal go through, you are going to be paying for that. So your interest rate is going to be 1.1, 1.2% a month, potentially. And that's because in order to get that speed, obviously there has to be some corners that are cut, if you like. So, for example, the lenders need to take title insurance. They need to maybe ask a few less questions. Maybe they'll do a desktop valuation, for example. All of these things increase the risk for the lender. So, obviously, increased risk means increased price. So if you want the quickest possible deal, obviously you've got to appreciate that you're going to have to pay for that because of the risk. When it comes to price, if you come to me and you say, I want the cheapest possible bridging loan that's available on the market, so at the minute we're talking maybe 0.8, 0.85% per month, for that you're talking about the lowest possible risk. So it's got to be a squeaky clean deal, it's got to be full-blown valuation, it's got to be legals that are the most invasive legals you've ever had, full searches, the lot. Because you've got to bring that risk down for the lender as much as possible. So obviously because of all of that, all of those things that you have to line up in a row, obviously it's going to take longer. So rather than being able to get a bridge done in maybe a week, 2 weeks, which is what you could do if you were the quickest ever bridge that we've done. In fact, the quickest one we've ever done is 4 working days. And I think the interest rate was about 1.15% a month. But if you want it done in that 2 or so weeks, it's got to be the more expensive stuff. If you want the cheaper stuff, it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks minimum, if not slightly longer. It depends on how quick the valuation can come back. It depends how quick the legals are. Obviously, searches can add a huge amount of time as well. Local searches, again, at the point of filming this, local searches are on a massive delay at the moment as well. So they're taking maybe 3-4 weeks to come back, maybe even longer in some districts. So I would say if you want that cheap bridging, you've got to be expecting 6 to 8 weeks minimum. But yeah, very much when you come to us with a bridging deal, you have to think, do I want this done quickly or do I want this done for the cheapest possible interest rate? And every deal is completely different. And to be honest, those questions are going to be dictated by the deal. If the vendor's putting pressure on you to complete, you're not going to have any choice other than to go quickly. If you're under minimal stress, minimal pressure, you probably can take that extra time to complete. So yeah, one of the biggest questions we get asked, and hopefully that gives you a bit of an understanding, is when you're looking at that speed versus price, some of the factors that come into play. But hopefully that's helped, and I'll catch you on the next one.